Year 2008, Elon Musk was on the verge of losing everything. His company, SpaceX, had just failed its third rocket launch, and he was nearly out of money. Tesla? It was bleeding cash and mocked by the auto industry. The media called him a fraud. Investors were backing out. And worst of all, Elon had just gone through a painful divorce. He had poured his entire PayPal fortune, $180 million, into two dreams that now seemed like they were crashing. Most people would have quit, but Elon Musk didn't. Instead, he bet everything on one last launch. And what happened next would not only save his companies, it would help him become the richest man in the world. This is the untold story of how Elon Musk survived failure and turned it into a multi-billion-dollar empire. Long before the rockets and riches, there was a lonely boy in South Africa. Elon Reeve Musk, born in 1971 in Pretoria. While most kids were outside playing, Elon was buried in books, science fiction, encyclopedias, and manuals. He wasn't just reading, he was absorbing. His mind worked like a machine, visualizing complex ideas even as a child. But that brilliance came at a cost. He was awkward, logical, different. So different, in fact, that other kids bullied him relentlessly. One gang of boys beat him so badly, he was hospitalized and couldn't walk properly for a week. But pain didn't break Elon, it built him. At 10 years old, he discovered a computer in a mall. He was so fascinated that he begged his father to buy one. Once he got it, Elon taught himself programming in just 3 days, a course meant to take 6 months. By age 12, he built and sold his first video game, Blaster, for $500. While his body was stuck in a small South African home, his mind was already building the future. Elon always believed his destiny wasn't in South Africa, it was in America, the land of innovation and possibility. At 17, he made a bold move. He left home and flew to Canada, using a loophole through his mother's citizenship. There he took odd jobs, cleaning boilers, shoveling dirt, whatever it took to survive. Eventually, he enrolled at Queen's University, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the US. He studied economics and physics. But college wasn't the end game, it was just the launch pad. By 1995, the internet was booming. Elon and his brother Kimball had a wild idea. What if local businesses could be found online? Just like the Yellow Pages, but digital. They called it Zip2. They had no office, so they slept in the same small apartment where they coded all night. Kimball went door to door selling to businesses. Elon wrote every single line of code himself. Eventually, their hard work paid off. Zip2 grew fast. By 1999, Compaq bought the company for $307 million. Elon walked away with $22 million in his pocket at just 27 years old. He could have retired. Instead, he aimed even higher. Armed to pay and without $22 million, Elon could have bought a mansion and vanished. But instead, he poured $12 million into his next venture, X.com, an online bank. It was 1999, and online banking sounded insane to most people. No one trusted the internet with their money, so Elon pulled a classic Musk move. He offered $20 to every new user, no strings attached. It worked. Within 60 days, X.com had 200,000 users. But Elon wasn't alone. Another startup, PayPal, was growing fast, led by Peter Thiel. Both companies were burning cash, locked in a brutal battle. Then came the unexpected twist. They merged. Elon became the CEO of the combined company. But leadership wasn't smooth. Employees didn't like his management style, demanding, relentless, unforgiving, and he insisted on keeping the name X.com, even though users preferred PayPal. Then, while Elon was on his honeymoon, he was secretly removed as CEO. The board ousted him and gave control to Peter Thiel. Still, Elon didn't walk away empty-handed. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, and Elon walked away with $180 million. He was rich now, but his story was only getting started. After PayPal, Elon could have lived a quiet billionaire life, but tragedy struck. His infant son passed away. Devastated, Elon did what he always did in pain. He buried himself in work. He turned his attention to an old obsession, space. As a kid, he built mini rockets. Now he asked, why hasn't humanity reached Mars? When he checked NASA's plans, there weren't any. So Elon made a wild decision. I'll get us there myself. He launched SpaceX in 2002 with one crazy goal: make space travel affordable and get humans to Mars. Experts laughed. Billionaires weren't supposed to build rockets. But Elon studied rocket science day and night, obsessed like a mad scientist. And in 2006, SpaceX finally launched its first rocket. It exploded. So did the second and the third. Millions were gone. His reputation crumbling. By 2008, SpaceX was down to its last dollar. One more failure, and it was game over. With only enough money for one final launch, Elon bet it all. His team was exhausted, investors were gone, and critics were circling like vultures. Then came September 28, 2008, the Before SpaceX launch, everyone held their breath. The rocket lifted off and kept going. Success. That rocket didn't just reach orbit, it saved the company. NASA took notice. Just months later, they signed a $1.6 billion contract with SpaceX. And just like that, the company that was seconds from death was now partnering with NASA. That win changed everything. Elon had done the impossible. He made private spaceflight real. But while rockets were finally soaring back on Earth, he had another mission in mind, changing how the world drives. While SpaceX was shooting for the stars, Elon's next big challenge was right here on Earth, the car industry. In 2004, he made a gamble that seemed insane: electric cars. Most people still thought electric vehicles were just niche, something for tree huggers, not the masses. But Elon saw potential, massive potential. He didn't just want a green car, he wanted a car that was better than anything else on the road. He took the lead in Tesla, which at the time was just a small startup. It didn't even have a working car yet. Elon threw his own money into the company. And when the first Tesla Roadster was launched in 2008, it was faster, sleeker, and more powerful than anything else in its class. But the world didn't immediately catch on. Tesla faced financial crises, production delays, and skepticism. In fact, there were times when the company was just days away from total collapse. Elon was burning through his personal fortune just to keep Tesla alive. And then in 2012, Tesla Model S. This wasn't just another car, it was a revolution. The car was gorgeous, had the longest driving range of any electric vehicle, and performed like a sports car. The world was finally paying attention. With Tesla driving into the future, Elon's sights never wavered from his ultimate dream, Mars. He believed in humanity's future on another planet. He didn't just want to make electric cars, he wanted to create a multi-planetary civilization. In 2015, SpaceX made another breakthrough, the first rocket to land vertically after launch. This was the game changer that would drastically reduce the cost of space travel. It wasn't just a new rocket, it was the foundation for making Mars colonization possible. Elon's goal? To send humans to Mars within a decade. And while critics continue to doubt, SpaceX keeps advancing, launching reusable rockets, expanding the Starship program, and proving that a trip to Mars isn't just a dream anymore. It's a real possibility. Meanwhile, Tesla isn't slowing down either. Electric cars are just the beginning. With the Cybertruck, Tesla Semi, and plans for energy products like solar roofs, Elon's vision of a sustainable future is rapidly becoming reality. But through it all, Elon has faced failure, ridicule, and personal loss. Yet, he's never wavered in his belief that the impossible can be achieved. Elon Musk built his empire on the edge of failure. From a bullied kid to a self-made billionaire, his journey is proof that the impossible can be achieved. Tesla, SpaceX, AI, and sustainable energy, Elon's vision is shaping the future of humanity. His legacy isn't just about business, it's about the unwavering belief that no dream is too big to chase. If you want more inspiring stories of visionaries like Elon, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Leave a comment on who you think is the next to change the world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.